Greetings, R. Frederick Riddle here with another episode of Christian News and Views. This is episode 264, and this is Tuesday. Well, today there are many elections of national importance, or not many elections of national importance. Here in Florida, primarily just it has to do with counties, and in some cases, like in Charlotte County, where I live, it only has to do with a city that's within this boundary, such as Punta Gorda. So that only affects Punta Gorda. However, nationwide, there are 5 critical races that may have, and I emphasize the word may, have implications for next year's midterms. There's New Jersey. That could be a Republican upset there. They're going for governor. And there is a possibility of a Republican upset. Virginia, there's another race for governor. And this one here, again, there's a possibility, the Republican candidate. I believe the Democrat is considered ahead, but it's so close that it's within the bounds of not being basically a tie. New York City, you have a three-way race consisting of a Democrat, an independent, and a Republican. And this is interesting. It's normally, as my understanding, New York City is usually a Democratic city, and so I'm surprised that this is that close that it's considering all three. But if you listen to the news, it would appear that the Democrat is ahead. California, you have Proposition 50, which is really a political response to what happened in Texas, where the Republican Party, which is in control there, redrew their district maps that favors Republicans. That's as old as time itself. As long as the United States has been around, people have been in different states have been redrawing the maps to favor the party in power. It does help. It does not keep them in power for a whole long time. It does help extend their time, but in any event, it always comes back to how the people view how well you've run the country, run the state. So that's Proposition 50. Don't know how that's going to come out. Pennsylvania, number 5. This one here, you have the Supreme Court, Pennsylvania Supreme Court, which is currently 5-2 in favor of the Democrats, and that could be changed. Now, here's my opinion. All these elections will have some impact on the future. But to define them in terms of the midterm elections, which are just next year, a year away, are, in my opinion, far too soon. There's a lot of time yet left. And in fact, there's a whole year yet. And so whether Republicans surge, which I would consider good news, or the Democrats surge, which somebody else might consider good news, the truth is that it is too soon to draw much in any kind of conclusions. If you could feed it into your thinking machines, your brains, and try to analyze them. Talking heads are doing that all the time. But in the long run, all it is conjecture. And it's not even necessarily an exercise in fact-based conjecture. And they're looking at the facts as they interpret them. And if you're a liberal, you interpret them one way. And if you're a conservative, you interpret them another way. And so, but there's just way too much time. There's just too much can happen between now and then to come up with some kind of, well, this is a trend going against Trump, or this is a trend supporting Trump. You can't really stake that ground. It's just too soon. So that's going to be basically my report for the day. I try to give you I try to give you 3 things. I try to inspire you, well, actually inform you, encourage you, and inspire you. And I'm trying to do that here as well, but really there's not a whole lot, folks, that you can take and really get a bite at and really take a good grip on. It's just too little and it's too much time available. Things can change so rapidly. in any field. You see it in sports all the time. But here you're talking politics, where it can change. There can be one event that can change the whole thing. And there can be all sorts of things that Trump is doing now that are painful now for us. A year from now, we'll look back at it and maybe we'll be saying, "Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for sticking to your guns." We don't know. I suspect that's what's going to happen, but we don't know that. And so I haven't given you a whole lot to inspiration there. Information, I've given you some. And encouragement, my encouragement is to vote. Go out if you have the opportunity to vote, go vote. Exercise your civil right there, and you get out there and vote. Vote for the person that you think is the best, the proposition or whatever is out there on your ballot, and vote for what you think is best. Well, that's it for tonight now, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next episode.